Hello, YouTube land, and welcome back to the Chaos Asylum. I am your host, Alex Payne, and today we're gonna get serious. Today, all joking aside and everything, today we are going to discuss bullying and the things that it could do to people and what can eventually happen. Now, the reason why I know this so much, and the reason why I want to talk about this, because when I was in high school, and school in general, I pretty much was picked on all my life. And I'll tell you what, it does not make anyone feel good, except for the person doing it. In my humble opinion, the reason why people get picked on, and for me, it was because my family was poor, and we can only afford food and, you know, electricity, the essentials, roofs, roof over our heads, food in our stomachs, and clothes on our backs at times. At times, we had to wear the same clothes and the same shoes and the same book bags the year before, and whatnot. So you got picked on about that. You got picked on if about being gay. You got picked on if you were gay or lesbian or trans, whatever. Like, whatever, it seems like anymore, it doesn't matter if you're straight, gay, lesbian, bi, transgender, have you not. There are people who are going to be out there that are going to do this, and it just, in my opinion, makes them feel better about themselves, either because they weren't hugged as a child or shown love like the rest of us, and they're just lashing out at us to make themselves feel better, even though inside they're the ones that are lost and confused. And the one thing that agitates me the most about this whole bullying thing is that people get bullied so badly that they end up feeling worthless, and to the point where they just take their own lives. And they're just like, well, you know what? If this is how it seems, since I'm not getting no loved and no one's giving me attention, they let the side of them take over, and it pretty much goes ahead and goes, well, you know what? I'm just going to do this, bang. And then what they think in their head, no one's going to miss me. But in reality, people do miss you. People do love you. And, it's either, like I said, them committing suicide, or sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, sometimes them bringing a weapon to school and just letting loose, which is terrible. I'm not gonna lie, it's terrible. I've had those two things, and personally, my life happened to me. I, at one point, know how a lot of you feel, where you want to take your own life because it feels like you're a worthless piece of shit to the world, and that you ain't gonna achieve nothing, that you let them win, that they're right, that you're just this person. They get it in your head that you're this worthless piece of crap that won't achieve anything, and that they're always right, and then you're like, you know what, I'm taking my own life. Bam, it happens. With me, I was picked on so much that I actually picked up a gun, and I put it to my head, and I squeezed the trigger 3 times, and I made sure the safety was off. Here's what's interesting. I pulled that trigger 3 times, and I made sure the gun was loaded. There is no way that there was 3 blank bullets in that gun. No way. No way. That just shows me And it showed me that day that I was worth something, that I was meant to do something in this world. And the second story, somebody actually stole my mom and dad's gun from the house. Now, what confused me is that I had my principal and the cops come to my classroom. Excuse me, I almost fell over. That would have been funny, huh? To my classroom and take me to my locker. I asked them what was going on. They're like, Mr. Crum, will you please open your locker and move back so we can check your book bag? I'm like, okay. So I did it, and I'm like, this is all my stuff in here. They look through it. They're like, okay. They're like, well, your mom and dad's gun came up missing, and they thought maybe it fell in your bag. I'm like, what? I'm like, why would I do that? Now, I think about it now. My mom and dad knew how much I was bullied, and they didn't want me doing something stupid. I would never do that. Even though, I almost did commit suicide. But I would never take a gun to school. And whatnot. So that's, yeah. And the third thing was, I was bullied so much that I would actually make up excuses not to go to school. Like my stomach was hurting, or I would throw up, or I had diarrhea, or something, just to stay away, because that's how bad it was getting. And another thing that really, really gets on my nerves is how legit it does not get, what's the proper term? That, like, legit, instead of, like, the bullying, coming out and, like, people being like, oh, well, this was something that was bullying and whatnot. It's always this. They say, oh, the reason why these kids lashed out is because they've seen it in a video game, or they heard it in a song, or they've seen it in a movie. No, that's not the truth all the time. That is not the truth. I am telling you. Bullying is a real thing. Bullying, like, legit, doesn't make people feel good. Like, I've always questioned, why do it? Why bully somebody? And then, I've got older and I found out it's to make themselves feel better. Because their lives might be crappy. And they just target somebody that's, like, no offense, easy and legit, makes them feel better about themselves. And I want to tell all of you right now that you are worth something. That life does get better. That no matter what they say, no matter what they do, you are going to be something. You are the best at what you do. You are worth it. I don't care if you're straight, bi, lesbian, gay, transgender. Because I know you guys are everybody across the line. You cut all of us. I don't care if you're white, black, Puerto Rican, whatever kind of race. You cut all of us, we're all going to bleed red. Just, that's another thing too. Race, ugh. Like, let's grow the hell up. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. Grow up. Stop being racist. Stop picking on people. Because how do you really feel? How do you really feel that you pick on somebody so much that they take their own lives? Does that make you feel good? Because technically, this might be an ass move of me, but honestly, I don't care. How does the bully feel when they find out that, hey, the kid that we just bullied, like, blew his head off. Hey, that kid, like, hung himself. What, you're gonna go to school and chuckle about it? Are you kidding me? Really? The things that I see anymore, kids spitting in other kids' like food, flipping their tray over, smacking them around, like just calling them names. You know what? Just because not using this, and whatnot. Words hurt too, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this situation needs to be taken care of. I know it's probably never going to go away, but something needs to be done about this. Like I'm just sick of, like, legit bullying. It is ridiculous. Being racist is ridiculous. Like, all these bad things. is just ridiculous. It's off the wall ridiculous. We just need to grow the fuck up and just leave people alone. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all. Like, good lord. Is it... oh. It's just added shit-shading, ladies and gentlemen. If this situation would legit go away, I would legit be the happiest guy in the world. But, yeah. And don't put that gun to your head. Do not hang that rope up. Do not, like, do anything stupid. Don't let their words get to you. Don't let them get to you at all. And I want to tell each and every one of you that are getting bullied or don't feel loved or no one has said I love you. Well, guess what? I'll be your friend. I don't judge people. I have all different kinds of friends. I have friends that are emo, goth, because heck, they even get picked on too. Every different kind of thing gets picked on, whether you're a nerd, a geek, emo, goth, or just an outcast. All of you, even the people that get picked on, I don't care. I don't care if you're gay, lesbian, like I said before. I'm cool with everybody. I don't care if you're black, white, pink, purple, orange, red. I don't care. I'm just a nice guy and I like everybody. And if nobody has ever told you this, if you not felt the love, well, guess what? Alex Payne's your buddy. Alex Payne says, I love you. That's right. So what? I'm 30 years old and I love people. Get over it. You got to show love somehow. And I just hope that this video and this message comes across you so you don't take your life. Because I'd feel so appreciated if this video got to you in time to pull that gun away from your head and put it down, to like legit cut that rope off and whatever, or like, do whatever you're thinking about doing. Don't do it. Your life is worth it. Heck, one day you might be the president of the United States. You might be a person that will open up a winery. You might open up your own restaurant. Fire person, fireman, firewoman, be a policeman. Do whatever you want. Let your dreams and your passion take over the bullying. Let all that just flow away like you would be dumping water down a drain. Or like like the ocean, just crashing in and out on the beach, letting it take it out. Like the bullying and stuff would be like the sand, and it would whoosh it up and take it right out to sea. You know what I mean? I know some of these are just probably off the wall crazy, but let me tell you something. I'm a geek. I'm a nerd. And I'm proud to admit that. Hell, I'll even admit this to you guys too. I got ADD. And, excuse me, what this pretty much means, and this is one of the main reasons why I was picked on. It takes me a little longer to learn stuff than others. My spelling is bad. My reading is bad. My math is bad. And I see my numbers and words backwards. It is so crazy. And I had people avoid me like I was the plague. Like legit somehow, like my ADD would attach to them and make them the same way I was. Like I was a virus. Like I was like a bite. Like if a zombie bit you, you would become a zombie. That's how I felt. But yeah, you guys are worth something. Don't ever let anybody put you down. Leave it in the comments below if you've ever been bullied and why. And I hope that my words helped you. I hope, like I said, this video reaches you before something bad happens. Do not take that gun to school. Do not do anything stupid. Ignore them or stand up to them. One or the other. Because I stood up to my bullies and they left me alone my senior year. And let me tell you what, they told me I wouldn't accomplish anything. Well, let me tell you what. I'm going to be moving to Florida to achieve my dream. And my dream is to become a pro wrestler. And that's something I'm going to achieve because I believe in myself. That's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. Believe in yourself. If nobody believes in yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, yeah, and if nobody else believes in you, don't worry. Use that negativity. Let it fuel that fire inside you. Let it burn. Let that passion burn inside you. Because in the end of the day, honestly, you can ask 100 people. 50 people would be with you, 50 people would not. But at the end of the day, you're the one that has to make the decision. You're the one who legit has to walk through this door. Okay, figuratively speaking. You have to take and open the door yourself to your success. You can't have someone open it for you. So, with that, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And everything. So, like I said, for the third time, I hope this video reaches you in time before anything bad happens. I love you guys. And like always, leave a comment. Hit that like button. If you haven't done it already, smash that subscribe button. Love you guys. Bye.